Okay, so the question was, okay, cool. We're talking about ringtones. Now, it's right, the ringtone, right. Tech Freak says, if there was a ringtone for this show, I'd be all over it last year. You're right. What would it be, though? I think it would be diddly ding. You know, every week. We got to get so many things done. Yeah.
That'd be great.
It'd be a great ringtone.
A phone call and it just went diddly ding.
Yeah. Well, my daughter's phone says, Zena, telephone, so you could do you did. You know what I mean? You guys should go live on Stickcam. You see, now there you go. People are trying to help Talking Dog laugh out loud but run, but people all understand it. We talked about Stickcam and we are on Stickcam, so, you know, I think it's the truth. My technicians tell me the truth, and that's the one question about that. So it would be called the diddly ding tone. You know, there's so many things. We were talking about the nutcast the other day when we were getting all caught up in the nutsack kind of thing. And we said, you know, check your nutcast. It's the nutcast time. Anyway.
We also have a lolcast.
We've got a lolcast. We've got only a little bit of a lol.
Talking Dog TV / downloads.
Talking Dog.
I think it might be downloads.php.
Oh, damn, guy.
I'll work on that. But, so if you go to the downloads page, there's a podcast there that you can go subscribe
and then
to.
we're slacking off too, because you know this is the thing. You want to do ringtones. You want to do international, connective tissue work on the internet. You want the whole thing. You want the diddly ding ringtone. You want the nutcast. You want it all, but it's a lot of work, right? And you say, well, holy smokers, I need a staff. We need a fourth man, and it could be the bunny. It could be Georgia Timp. It could be you, Heelzo. It could be you, Dr. J. It could be you, Celtic Matt #1. We've got some new streamers in there. 41520. I see you. You've come so close, and yet you're still so far away. Come on and say hello, yeah. You stream a 41520, yeah. Come on and say hello, yeah. You stream a 44413, and there he is, 415. I want a bunny ringtone. What would it be? What? A bunny again? You know what I mean? That wouldn't be a bad one. So you've seen the bunny shows, I take it, 41520. They're turned into the bunny shows, eh? That's the fun. That bunny, as soon as I put that thing on my arm, you know, this is the question. We talked about puppeteering one other time. You know, when you put a puppet on your arm, you got to be careful, right? Because, you know, as soon as you open your mouth, you could be talking about destiny right there, right? So I put the bunny on my arm and I went, what the fuck? You know, and that was it, right? But after you do it, it's kind of like a little ducky. The first thing they see is their mummy, right? The first voice that you give a puppet, it kind of, you never know, right? Anyway, George Simpson says, blah, blah. Yeah, blah, blah. That was you in the other window. But no, oh, nice. There we go. Bunny ringtone, sweet. I mean, I think, oh, you would have thought, well, right. So there's even less of us here together. Okay. Right, all in together, girls. How do you like the weather, girls? You guys did you ever skip when you were little kids, you know? I used to skip, you know. Said, all in together, girls. How do you like the weather? And you stand there and then, fun. I couldn't skip Rotterdam, but my wife, she can even cross over. It's ridiculous. She can do like 500 in a row. It's like, woman, don't do that. You know, she starts skipping, and it's like, woman, she skips. How long did you skip? 1,500? What? You know, all I was doing was having a Tipperillo anyway, and a rum and coke. I was in my 10th rum and coke. She was skipping in the basement, not eating carbs. You know what I mean? Anyway, I want a bunny ringtone. Blah blah blah. That was you. Yes, and run. What's that one? Diddly dings for everyone. Yes. So there we go. We got the stick cam, and we like the look of it. There was one other one you were looking at, Guide Wire, today, which was, or yesterday maybe. You said it had a snazzy chat window. What was that one again? It was Mogul Us. Right. You know, this is the thing. We're dispensing ourselves all over the known universe, trying to make a larger impact on the world. It should be in New York. I mean, I would love to get in the Times Square window. You know what I mean? What about Ustream? Did we make the cover today? I don't think so. Ustream came and go with us. They said, hey, guys, come on the front window. And then as soon as we do, viewership drops off and you go down to nothing. So anyway, who cares about it? We'll talk about something else. Blah, blah, blah. Yes and run. What does that mean, Celtic Mac? Yes and run. Here we go. Heelzo, what's going on with you? I mean, what did you do? Did you go see the movies? We were talking the other night about movies, and I think you were talking along with us, saying that you were going to go see something. I don't know if you did or not. You know, you got to wonder. We don't have Het in the room. Tech Freak's with us. Tech Freak, give us some news. Give us something on. We like the diddly ding ringtone. I mean, I think you've done good work. We've got it here. What's that one you bring up there? Mogul Us. So we're spreading it all around the world. Spreading it. Now, there's another one from Tech Freak. He posts www stream to Tech Freak Live. Right, so you've got a show there. We have to take a look at that one of these moments in time, which will be unnamed at this point. But anyway, okay, so there you go. Yet. Haven't been to any movies yet. Okay, so here's those in there. He's listening to us. Right, it's so great to at least know that you guys are over there and that you care. You're number one. Yeah, what's the big one coming out? I guess it's Big Wally, and then the Dark Knight. We talked about that. You know, we talked about whether or not we're going to go see it. Of course, we're all going to go see it. Isn't it interesting? Everyone in this room will go see the Dark Knight. You know what I mean? Is it the same in the room you're in? Talk about cash cows, eh? These guys, I mean, they don't mess around. They spend 142 million, but they make 156 trillion. So, you know, but I mean, it's like, wow. Talk about culture. Talk about influencing, you know, the fabric of culture. You know what I mean? It's like, whoa, boy. Everybody sees it. What? You know, Tech Freak says The Incredible Hulk was awesome. I heard that Jim, or Ed Norton, I should say, didn't like what they did with it. So, you know, whatever. Ed Norton kind of gives me a rash these days, though. I've been, you know, I liked him before, now he's giving me a rash. Wally Rock says Tech Freak, and I believe it did. We're going to go see that. There's another one, right? Even the grown-ups want to go see Wally. Diddly ding, this just in, you know what I mean? Hancock fell flat, says Tech Freak, but I saw Hancock, and I liked it. Didn't you like it? You're number one. Georgia Tim says, I haven't green. It was the Wally. Here we go. So do you think it's fair to say that every one of us will go see The Dark Knight, the Batman movie? Or will we at least rent it? Heelzo says he added me as a friend and subscribed to on Stick Cam Ron. Thank you very much, Heelzo. You're just, you know, throwing a little stick in the fire, right? That's what it's all about. You know, it's funny, you know, ever since they invented fire, right, it's kind of been about fire, because if you put a little, I added you as a friend, a little subscription, right, to our show, it's like putting a little bit of kindling on the fire, right? That's what we want to do. You know, tell two friends too. Viva doing it over in the, you know, Guidewire was out postering the other day, and it's like a great little kind of grassrootsy kind of thing where you get a little bit of shrapnel, not shrapnel, but kindling on the fire, right? You put a poster up, maybe somebody's in the record store, wherever you put the poster, and they come and see it. So it's little by little, we're going to fight our way up to the top, right? You've got to build on the, you know, some real foundations, some real blocks. So it's little by little, people. Sometimes we've got a lot of views, sometimes we don't. We've got to love it. The Dark Knight is looking good, yeah. You have to admit it, you know, it's like diddly ding. They got all the best animators, all the best everything. The lights are amazing, the textures, the sound, diddly ding, you know what I mean? I was reading in the Musicians Union magazine that I get about a guy who's doing the sound for Battlestar Galactica, you know, and it's like, what a great gig. Yeah, I mean, Battlestar Galactica, whatever, you can take it or leave it, but I mean, the guy's, he's the composer, right? He's like, strings, you know, he's got strings, he's got rock bands, he's got percussion groups, he's throwing it all into one giant mash. He says that the producers of the show want him to do whatever he wants to do. They want him to push the envelope, you know what I mean? And the one thing that happens to when you compose for movies or for commercials or for anything is that the parameters are so narrow that you got to stick in, that sometimes it sticks in your craw, so to speak. Anyway, so we're down to that, and it's number one. Now, Celtic Max says, I have no plans of seeing The Dark Knight. There you go. Nice work, Celtic Mac. Now, it was you, and I think Kalaru, who also said that he doesn't go to see any American main releases anymore. So there you go. So I guess in that part of the world, I mean, in your room, not everybody's going to go see it, and I don't blame you one bit. Anyway, it is propaganda of the worst kind. You got to face it. I was having a great, interesting debate last night with my daughter, and I'll get back to that. It's funny because I kind of got angry at her. And I always regret it when I get angry, because it's like, as nice a guy as I could be pretty evil, and I wasn't that evil. But I was saying, Zena, you know, shut up. You know, it's terrible. But I was trying to teach her about, you know, the way that this stuff kind of brainwashes you to believe what normal is. You know, I was saying, like, by the time you're 5 years old, like, you know, every little girl, or a lot of little girls, want to be, you know, something that looks like a Disney character, and a lot of little boys, you know, and it's kind of like brainwashing. So I do understand why a person wouldn't want to watch the big releases, and I don't blame you one little bit. So let me just think about this.